store today with a mask, but I kind of had to get out of the house. I've been walking every day, like 5 miles a day, but I really would like to get back into the hot room as soon as possible, and I hope that's coming very shortly. Otherwise, as we get ourselves situated, I hope you have a beautiful class this afternoon. Alrighty, let's begin. Go ahead and interlace your fingers underneath your chin. I'm touching your toe. And let's begin. Inhale. Taking in lots over the back of your throat as your elbows float to the ceiling. And as you exhale, drop your head back, look across the ceiling. Find one spot as you bring your hands together, wrists together, elbows touching off your chest. Inhale. Dragging lots of air over the back of your throat as your elbows float up to the ceiling. Hold it at the top. And now exhale. Making that HA sound, getting rid of all the air you just took in. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let your ribcage expand as it fills up with air. Hold it at the top. And now exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. How about 3 more? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more nice deep breath. And exhale. And relax your arms down by your side. You can roll your shoulders around, loosen up your neck maybe a little bit. This is Maynard. He's my yoga cat. All righty. Let's do our second set. Go ahead and lift your fingers once again. Thumbs cross touching your throat. And let's begin. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Exhale. And one nice full last deep breath. And exhale. Now relax your arms down by side. You can roll your shoulders around, loosen up your neck maybe a little bit if you need to. Alrighty, let's start our postures this afternoon. Half moons up first. You nail your arms up overhead sideways, interlacing your fingers, releasing your index fingers, squeezing your head with your arms. Stretch up out of your waist, now go left and right. And go ahead and stop in the middle, please. Palms together all the way down to the wrist. Cross your baby fingers really tightly and your thumbs as well. Stretch up out of your waist. Now go over to the right. Find a place that's comfortable this afternoon. And just breathe in and out through your nose for the remainder of your time in class this afternoon. Keep your chin away from your chest so you can breathe nice and calmly in and out through your nose. We're trying to stretch the whole left side of our body. Starting up on our fingertips and gradually working its way down the whole left side from your fingertips to your wrists, your forearms, your triceps, your intercostal muscles, your obliques. One more place, stretch a bit more if you can. And change. So we'll reverse back up to the center, adjust your grip. Now stretch up, out, now over to the left. Pushing your hip out to the right. You want to go to a place that's comfortable so you can actually breathe. This is our first couple of postures. Just warming up our body. The lateral flexion of the spine. This side we're trying to hit the whole right side of our body. Keep your chin up. Lean your upper body back just ever so slightly. And go to one more place if you can, stretch a bit more. And change. So reverse back up to the center. Now drop your head back. Shake out your neck. Loosen up a little bit. Now, our first back bend. Stretch way up out of your waist. Keep the length in your spine. Now go back. First, try to move your arms as close here as possible. Then look for your back wall. Roll your stomach, hips, and thighs toward the front of the room. And go back. Stretch back. Reach back. Look back. Change. So the reverse, come back up to the center. Suck in your stomach and slowly bend forward at the waist. Bend your knees if you need to. Hands come to the floor. And walk it out. Hey, Maynard. Get your body moving. Loosen up whatever you need to. Roll up on your toes. Squat a couple of times. A freestyle warm up. All right, first set of hands and feet, both feet together all the way. Bend your knees, put your stomach on your thighs. Get your elbows as close as possible behind you. When you're ready, suck in your stomach, lift your hips as you drop your head. You want to try to really stretch your spine as you lift your hips up to the ceiling. Try to do it equally and simultaneously so you can stretch the whole body from your tailbone to the top of your head and also from the tailbone to the bottom of your feet. Suck in your stomach, get your hips in one more place. And change. So we reverse. Come on back up. Hands back together. And let your arms float down by your side. Breathe. Let's try our second sets. Inhale, arms up once again. Inhale, let your fingers release your fingers. Stretch up out of your waist. And go back over to the right. If you're feeling strong today, maybe push your a little bit out to the left, come on down to the right. Maybe use your right arm to pull the left arm up, over, and down. Keep coming on down if you're feeling strong. Push-ups one more place. Change, we reverse back up to the center. Stretch up, and now over to the left. One side will feel completely different than the other. It's pretty common. As you exhale all the way body, you'll find that you'll be able to release the tension in your muscles a little bit more effectively. Push your hips one more place. And change. We'll reverse, come back to the center. And now I'm going to turn for my back bend today. Now, to give you a better view, stretch up out of your waist. Keep the length in your spine. Now, first try to make your arm as close to it as possible. Then, roll your stomach, hips, and thighs to the front of your room. And then go back. Look back. Stretch back. Reach back. Go back. Way back. Stretch back. More back. And change to the reverse. I'll stay in this position. Suck in your stomach and slowly bend forward at the waist. Now, walk it out again. All right, yes, I can set the hands to feet, both feet together all the way. Bend your knees, put your stomach on your thighs, cup your heels from behind. When you're ready, suck in your stomach, lift your hips as you drop your head. I'm ready to try to get those elbows as close as possible behind you. You can use your biceps to pull your body down as you roll your weight into your toes. Lift your hips. Stretch. And change to the reverse. Come on back up. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. All right. Moving on. Our next posture is awkward pose. Take a step out to the right. Measure if you need to. Two tight fists in between your toes and your heels. The inside of your feet look like the number 11. All right, let's get it. Arms up, shoulder height, shoulder width apart, all fingers together. Inhale as you exhale. Bend your knees and sit down. Like you're sitting in a chair that's a little bit too far away from you. Reach your fingers toward the front mirror. Keep your chest lifted. Sit down one more place. And change. So the reverse. Second part, come up high up on your toes. Way, way high as possible. When you're ready, engage your abdominals and slowly bend your knees. Try to keep your heels as high as up in the air as possible. Way up in the air. Coming on down to the level of a chair. Woo! And change to the reverse. Come on back up. Drop your heels. Third part, come up a little bit. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And slowly slide down. Stopping wherever you need to stop. Breathe. Try not to hold your breath. And change. So the reverse, come on back up. Drop your heels, bring your feet back together, and arms down by your side. You can roll your shoulders back if you need to. I'll reorient myself to the cameras now. Second set. Take a step back out to the right. Measure again if you need to. Otherwise, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, bend your knees and sit down. Change to the reverse. Come on, high up on your toes once again. Way up in the air. When you're ready, you can engage your abdominals and slowly bend your knees. Do try to keep your heels as high as possible in the air, coming down to the level of a chair. Heels up. And change to the reverse. Come on back up and drop your heels. Third part, come up a little bit. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And now slowly slide down. To your own count of 10, stopping wherever your knees or hips or ankles may say to stop. Breathe. If you're all the way down, you can bounce a little bit, but try to keep your hips hovering above your knees. And change. So we reverse, come on back up. Drop your heels, bring your feet back together, and arms down by your side. You can roll your shoulders back once again if you need to. Breathe. All right, the last thing before our water break is eagle. Inhale, arms up, palms touch above your head. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Twist your arms like ropes. Palms together, thumbs next to your face. Best you can. Sit down, stay real low. Right leg high up around the left. Squeeze. Opening up all the major joints in our body. Those include our wrists, our elbows, our shoulders, our scapular bones, our hips, our knees, and our ankles. Change slowly into your legs, into your arms, palms touch above your head. And now left under right. Swing it twisted. Bring your elbows down, sit down, stay real low, and left leg up over on the right. This side works much better for me. And you may have that similar issues, but do your best today. It's only a practice. A little bit more each and every day you try to be as present as possible. And change. So into your legs, into your arms, palms touch. Right and the left again. Swing it, twist it. Bring your elbows down, sit down, stay real low. Right leg up over on the left. Squeeze. As you draw your elbows down to release your shoulder blades, maybe one day your fingertips will land underneath your shoulders. Everything in one straight line, underneath your nose. Change into your legs, under your arms, palms touch, left and the right. Elbows down, sit down, stay real low. And left leg up over on the right. Squeeze. Breathe. If you can sit a little bit lower, try. Bring your elbows down. And change, so into your legs, into your arms, palms touch above your head. Now arms float down by your side. Breathe. Alrighty, party time. Have a little water if you need to. Feel free to take a break if you need to. Have water whenever you like. Alrighty. Balance can be elusive. It changes from day to day, time of day to time of day. Go with it. If it feels good today, maybe go a little bit beyond where you went yesterday or the last time you practiced. If you were just working on your fundamentals at home, just remember that the first set of these postures, you really want to just stand on one leg for 1 minute with that leg completely locked out. Everything else you add on will come in time. All right, let's get ready to balance. Standing forward, your knees up first. Roll your shoulders back. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up. Shift your weight to your left leg and up to your right. Extend your knee. Grab 2 inches below your kneecap or round down and grab 2 inches below your toes. We're on the clock. We got 1 minute. Find your spot to concentrate on. If it's a camera, find one spot, or your phone, or your computer, or even your TV. Find that one spot on the screen that feels right for you today, and breathe. Engage your abdominals, and keep coming back to locking the standing leg 100%. We're over halfway. As we come up on the end, last 10 seconds. and change. Very good. Slowly reverse, stand up straight, roll your shoulders back, shift your weight to your left leg, right leg, inhale, pick up your left, extend your knee, grab 2 inches below your kneecap, or round down and grab 2 inches below your toes, lock your standing leg, and we're on the clock. 1 minute. Breathe. The more you can find your focus on one spot, the more you'll be able to concentrate and balance. The weight may move around on your foot totally side to side. You may be able to go deeper on one side than the other. Halfway. Breathe. Last 10. You can do it. Keep locking your standing leg. Keep contracting those abdominals really tightly. And change. Very good. Slowly reverse. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Chin up. Chest open. Breathe. I'm going to try and do it facing the other direction to give you a little bit more of a side view. Second set. Hopefully I'll be able to do it today. Shift your weight to your left leg and up to your right. Extend your knee. Grab 2 inches below your kneecap. Or round down and grab 2 inches below your toes. We're on the clock. 30 seconds. Breathe. Well, it's kind of hard to watch the clock and do the posture at the same time, especially if the clock is not right in front of you. If you're adding on, slowly, gently bring your heel toward the front mirror. Bring your toes back to your face. Bring your elbows down. When they go below your calf muscle, then you can bring your forehead to your knee. And change to the reverse. Come on back up. Breathe. Second set. Shift your weight to your right leg and up to your left. Extend your knee. Grab your knee, your toes, lock your standing leg. We're on the clock. Once again, if you're adding on, you're grabbing your foot and slowly, gently bring your heel toward the front mirror. Once that leg is parallel to the floor, bring your toes back to your face. Bring your elbows down when they go below your calf muscle. Then and only then, bring your forehead to your knee. Chin to the reverse. Come on back up. Stand up straight. Breathe. All right. So I didn't turn out as good as I had hoped today. But hey, I try not to judge what I do from day to day. It is what it is going to be. All right. Standing pose up next. Bend your right palm up. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Left shoulder visible first to your from the room. Left arm up next to your face. Keep it there on the clock. You got 1 minute to kick and reach. If you stretch your arm up next to your head, that ensures that your stretching parts all taken care of. And then you can just concentrate on the kicking back and up. Breathe. Keep kicking and reaching and stretching. And we're halfway. You never have to come down, at least in this first set, if it causes you to fall. Keep stretching. Because first and foremost, you want to stay balanced on that one leg for the whole entire minute. Change to reverse. Stand up straight. Breathe. Left palm up. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Right arm up. And now kick and reach. We're on the clock. Stretch back and up. Keep your arm up next to your head. Breathe. As we proceed through these standing postures, these balancing postures, your heart rate should gently start to climb. Do your best to bring your heart rate down by engaging your exhale breaths Over halfway. Breathe. If you're coming on down, stretch your fingertips toward the front of your room as you kick back and up. Always keeping the standing leg straight. Chin will land right on your shoulder one day. And change to the reverse. Arm down. Breathe. Second set. Half the time. Right palm up. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Left arm up. And kick and reach. You can see how far you can go in this second set if you like. Since you can remain balanced all on one leg beautifully in that first set. Opening up your hips, stretching your fingertips forward to the front of your room. And change. So reverse. Arm down. Breathe. Left palm up. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Right arm up. And on the clock. Kick and reach. Stretch. Keep kicking and reaching and stretching. And change to the reverse. Arm down. Breathe. Alrighty. You can move to the back of your mat and towel if you're not already there for balancing stick. If you do have any back issues today, I suggest having your hands on your hips. Otherwise, inhale, arms up, interlace your fingers, release your next finger, squeeze your head. Take a step with your right foot, point the toe, shift the weight, left foot up off the floor, and pivot, leg up, body down. Everything in one straight line, from your fingertips to your toes. And change. So the reverse, step back, stretch up, lean back, left foot forward, right foot back, and pivot. Leg up, body down. You want to try to keep your two hips in one line. And everything in one straight line from your fingertips to your toes. And change. So the reverse, step back, arms down. Breathe. Second set, let me turn from the other direction and see if I can do it this way. So you'll see that my hips are kind of in one line. Inhale, arms up, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, squeeze your head. Take up your right foot, point the toe, shift the weight, left foot up off the floor, and now pivot, leg up, body down. Stretch from your fingertips to your toes, everything in one straight line. Change to the reverse. Hopefully that was straight. Stretch up, lean back, left foot forward, right foot back and up, and pivot. Whoops. Leg up, body down. Oops. Sometimes furniture gets in the way. Change to the reverse, step back, arms down, breathe. All righty. Now, you can go ahead and move your mats and towels if you're doing that today. If not, just step over to the left side of your space. And stand in separate leg stretching. Inhale, arms up, palms touch above your head, step out to the right, arms down. Turn your toes in toward each other, sucking in your stomach, and slowly move forward. Chin out, shoulder blades back. As you swan dive down to the floor. You can run your hands down the backs of your legs, cupping your heels from behind, keeping those elbows as close to your calf muscles. Or for the first set, I like to always stretch out my spine by having my elbows come down to the floor. You want to keep your spine as straight as possible. Keep your chin up, shoulder blades back. As you breathe, just relax all the way kind of into your toes. You don't want to hump in your spine if you can. Try imagine that there's a string on your belly button, pulling it down to the floor, keeping the center of your chest coming down to the floor as well. Breathe. Feel your spine breathing. Feel it lengthening, creating space. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Bring your feet back together, arms up overhead, and the arms float down by your side. Breathe. Second set, inhale, arms up, palms touch above your head. Step out to the right once again, arms down. Turn your toes in, suck in your stomach, and slowly move forward. Swan dive, chin out, shoulder blades back. And now do try to run your hands down the back of your legs, cupping your heels from behind. If you can't quite grab your heels, you can grab your ankles or your calves. Try to make sure your palms are facing forward and your elbows as close to your calf muscles as possible. That will allow you to pull your bicep, use your biceps to pull your upper body down. Once again, creating that length in your spine, keeping your chin forward. Rolling forward into your toes, stretching. The more you contract your quads, in theory, the more that your adductors will release, and your hamstrings will release. Oppositional stretching, it's called. Exhale and pull. And change. So reverse, come on back up. Bring your feet back together, arms up overhead, and the arms float down by your side. Breathe. Triangles up next. Inhale, arms up, palms touch above your head, step out to the right, arms down. Right toes to the right, left toes in about a 45-degree angle. Suck in your stomach, bend the right knee, sit down. Try to sit down to the thighs, parallel to the floor if you can. And now go ahead and move your arms. Right elbows to the right knee, stretching your left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe. This posture works the entire body, every muscle, joint, organ. Stretch up and sit down. Change. So the reverse, come on back up. Right toes in, left toes out. Twist your hips, suck in your stomach, and bend your left knee, sit down. Now go ahead and move your arms. Left elbow to the left knee, stretching your right arm way up to the ceiling. Now try to bring that right arm back to your back wall, pushing your left knee back with your left elbow. Chin's on that shoulder. Arms should be straight up and straight down as possible as you can be. Change. So reverse, come on back up. Left toes in, bring your feet back together, arms up over your head. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. Second set, inhale, arms up once again, palms touch above your head. Take a big step out to the right, arms down, right toes out, left toes in. Suck in your stomach, bend the right knee, sit down. Go ahead and move your arms, right elbow, right knee, stretching your left arm up to the ceiling, opening up your chest. Heart opening, chin on that left shoulder, sitting down. Maybe your fingertips slightly brushing your big toe, if you can, but never sacrifice the elbow to knee to get that there. Change, reverse, come on back up. Right toes in, left toes out. Suck in your stomach, bend the left knee, sit down. Go ahead and move your arms. Left elbow, left knee, stretching your right arm way up to the ceiling. Breathe. keeping those legs strong, keeping that back leg really locked down and engaged. As you sit down, opening up the hips. Once again, those fingertips can lightly touch that big toe. And change to the reverse, come on back up. Left toes in, bring your feet back together, arms up over your head. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. Alrighty. Standing separate leg forward to knees up next. Inhale, arms up over your head. Palms together, cross your thumbs, step out to the right. Lift your toes, pivot to the right side of the room. Twist your hips, twist, twist, twist. Adjust your back foot. You want both feet facing the same direction. Stretch up, tuck your chin into your chest, leave it there, and slowly round down. Vertebra by vertebra. Fingertips get to the floor. You can separate a little bit and bring your forehead to your knee. Breathe. You're stimulating the thyroid gland, which is a flat-shaped gland that runs underneath your chin around your esophagus a little bit. It's responsible for your metabolism, controlling your body temperature. Lots of cool things. And change to the reverse. When you release from that posture, fresh blood goes all to that spot. Turn. Let's do the other side. Turn to your left. Adjust your back foot. Stretch up. Squeeze your head in between your arms. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly round down. Forehead to knee. If you can't have your hands come back together and keep your forehead on your knee, you're doing great. Maybe come up on your fingertips to round your spine a little bit more. Get your forehead higher up on your knee. Change to the reverse, come on back up. Turn, bring your feet back together, and drop your arms down by your side. Breathe. Second set. Inhale, arms up once again. Palms together, cross your thumbs, step out to the right. Lift your toes, pivot. Adjust your back foot, twist your hips if you need to. Stretch up, tuck your chin as you round down. Forehead to knee. Breathe. Change to the reverse. Turn. And one more turn. Adjust your back foot. Stretch up. Tuck your chin as you round down. Forehead to knee. You want to try to keep your two hips in one line. Sometimes if you've been in that front leg, the left hip will drop a little bit. Maybe then you can roll the weight a little bit into the front foot, lifting that left hip up ever so slightly to get them in one line if you can. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Turn. Bring your feet back together. And drop your arms down by your side. Breathe. Alrighty. Time for tree pose. We'll just do one set combo today of tree and toe combined. If you want to go into toe stand, please feel free at any point. It's really up to you. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up, chest open. Shift your weight to your left leg and up pick up your right. Grab from underneath by the toes. Let the knee just do what it wants to do. Bring your right hand in prayer. Breathe. At this point, you just want to bring your heart rate down. If your knee's having issues, it doesn't have to be going down to the floor. It can be coming straight out at the hip. That's just fine. And then eventually, as your hip opens up more, you'll be able to open up the hip without taking that knee into consideration. So you're really stretching up and out of the hip socket rather than the knee joint. Change to the reverse. Stand up straight, shoulders back. Shift your weight to your right leg. Inhale, pick your left. Grab from underneath by the toes. Whoa. Grab too hard. Bring your left hand in prayer. Breathe. Once again, try and remember to stretch up and out of your hip joint, and then rotate that femur bone, that thigh bone, stretch up, out, and then round it out to the side. Breathe. And change. So reverse, come on back up. If you're down in toe stand, breathe. Beautiful standing series today. Let's go down to the floor. Savasana. Move your mats and towels if you need to. Otherwise, just lie down on your back. Hopefully Maynard won't be too much of a problem today. Find your spot on your ceiling. Let your belly rise and fall. And breathe. Palms facing up. Heels kind of close together. Toes are flopped open to the side. And just let your belly rise and fall. Breathe. A few more deep breaths. And now let's start the floor series when we're leaving poses up first. Inhale, bend your right knee up. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below your kneecap. Pull your knee out to the side, then down toward your shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest as you bring your elbows in close to your body. You want to extend that left leg, left toes back to your face. Exhale, pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. And change to the reverse. Inhale, bend your left leg up. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below your kneecap. Pull your knee out and then down toward your shoulder, once again avoiding the rib cage. You want to extend this right leg down to the back wall. Right toes back to your face. Elbows in close to your body. Exhale, pull and stretch. And change to the reverse. Inhale, bring both legs up. Give yourself a big hug. It doesn't matter what you grab. You want to come up here. Breathe. This is pet yoga. Maynard the yoga cat. And change. So the reverse. Relax, release. Savasana. Breathe. Ouch. Sometimes he starts attacking. Breathe. Second set. Lace your fingers 2 inches below your kneecap. Pull your right knee back towards your shoulder, tucking your chin, elbows in close to your body. Left toes back to your face. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Change to the reverse. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Exhale, knee out to the side, down toward your shoulder. Breathe. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest, elbows in close to your body. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor too as you extend that right leg to the back wall, right toes back to your face. Exhale, pull and stretch. And change to the reverse. Inhale, bring both legs up. Once again, give yourself a big hug. It doesn't matter what you grab. See if you can slowly allow, maybe gently, your entire spine, including your tailbone, to try and settle down completely on the floor. You may need to loosen your grip a little bit in order to accomplish that. Breathe, especially if you have short arms like I do. Exhale, pull. Exhale, push. Whatever works best for you. And change. So reverse, relax, release, Savasana. Breathe. It is now time for our first sit-up. If you have any back issues going on, roll to the side and come on up. Otherwise, flex your feet or bend your knees. Inhale, come on up. Arms up over your head. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Nose to knees. Before you turn around onto your stomachs, with a spine strengthening series. Cobra's up first. Working the lower part of our spine. Bring your fingertips in line with your shoulders. Chin on your towel. Elbows in close to your body. Squeeze your legs together. Get ready. Inhale, lift up. Come up to that 90-degree angle with your elbows. That's half of fully extend your arms. Look up. Squeeze your glutes. Eyes up. Chin forward. Engaging the whole lower spine. And change. So reverse, chin down. And look to the right. Lift your on the towel. Breathe. Second set. Fingertips in line with your shoulders, elbows in close to your body. Chin on the towel, squeeze your legs together. Get ready. Inhale, lift up. Boom, right away to that 90-degree angle. Engage your lower spine, engage your glutes. Eyes up, chin up. And change. So reverse, chin down. And look to the right. Left ear on the towel. Arms down by your side. Breathe. Let your belly rise and fall. 10-second postures with 20-second rest, 20-second rest in between. All right, let's try locust. Lift your hips and slide your hands underneath your body, palm facing the floor, little baby fingers crossed or touch underneath you. Now point your right toes, lock the right leg, lift the right leg back and up. Keep that leg completely locked out. Try to get your hip off your hand. Point your toes, lock your leg, and change. So reverse, point your left toes, lock the left leg, lift the left leg back and up. Check your back to the ceiling, up to the wall, or vice versa. Back to the wall, up to the ceiling, and change. So reverse. Now mouth down, kiss the towel, readjust your arms even closer underneath you. Get the arm moving. Inhale, lift both legs up. Roll your weight into your elbows and your shoulders. Lift your hips off your hands. And change. So reverse. Legs down, arms out, and look to the right. In that posture, for most of us, we just work on getting our hips off our hands. Our legs will follow eventually and straighten out. But mostly this is about shoulders, flexibility, and core, enhanced core strength that will get you up and off your hips, off your hands. Let's try it again. Locust, lift your hips, slide your hands underneath your body. Try to get those elbows as close as possible. That's key. Point your right toes, lock the right leg, lift the right leg back and up. Point your toes, lock your leg. and change. So reverse. Point your left toes, lock the left leg, lift the left leg back and up. Change. Mouth down, kiss the towel, readjust your arms even closer. Keep the air moving. Inhale, lift both legs up. Roll the way into elbows and your shoulders. Hips up. Hips up. Roll forward. Hips up. Hips up. Almost there. Change. Reverse. Leg down. Arms out. And look to the left. Right on the towel. Breathe. It's always a beautiful part of class when that posture is over with. All righty. Full locust is up next. Working the middle part of our spine. Arms out. Shoulder height. Squeeze your legs together. Chin on the towel. Get ready. Inhale, lift up. Everything up in the air. Eyes up. Chin forward. Engaging the whole middle part of our spine. Open up your chest. And change. So reverse, chin down. And look to the right. Breathe. Second set, chin on the towel, arms out. Squeeze your legs together. Get ready. Inhale, lift up. Boom. Everything in the air, stretching your fingertips to opposite ends of your room. Legs together, eyes up, chin forward, and change. So reverse, chin down, and look to the left. Breathe. All right, the final part of our spine strengthening series is floor bow. So bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside if you can, or your shoelaces will be. If you need to turn over and do bridge, that's quite all right. Otherwise, keep your chin down, keep your legs up off the floor. Once you feel them coming up off the floor, lift your chin and your chest up and look up and stretch up. Kick up and roll forward. Eyes up. Way up. Stretch forward. Kick up. The more you can bring your knees together, the more you'll be able to get a little bit more traction. And maybe that opens up your hip a little bit more. And change. So the reverse, chin down. Everything down and look to the right. Breathe. Second set, chin on the towel. Bend your knees, grab your feet together. Bring your knees together and grab your feet. Keep your head down, just kick your legs up. Once you feel them coming up off the floor, once again, lift your chin and your chest up and look up and stretch up. Look for your toes coming over the top of your head. Stretch, kick. Oh, it's Monday morning. Ugh. Kick up, stretch up. No, it's not even morning, it's Monday evening. Stretch, kick, reach. And change. Now reverse, come on back up. And look to the left, right in the towel. Breathe. All righty then. Hands under your shoulders, come up to the top of your mat and towel now. This is fixed firm. You can separate your knees as wide as you need them to be in order to sit your hips comfortably down on the floor. If you need to extend one leg forward, one leg back, if you have knee issues or ankle issues, or maybe hip issues, that's quite all right. Feel free. We're going to do 2 sets of this today because I always need to stretch my quads these days from all the walking that I do. And when you're ready, go back one elbow at a time, back of the head down, shoulders down, grabbing opposite elbows over your head. Breathe. The more you bring your knees together behind you, the more it stretches your quads a little bit more effectively. Breathe. But if ever they start lifting up off the floor, separate them as wide as you need to be until they stay comfortably down to the floor. Breathe. Change hands to your feet. Slowly come back up using your elbows and shoulders. Come up to the top of your mat and towel. Release your knees. Turn around onto your backs for Savasana. Alrighty, time for another sit-up. Flex your feet, bend your knees, arms up over your head, inhale, coming up, stretch up, touch your toes, exhale twice. Come around now. Second set. Fix firm. Go back when you're ready, whenever you like to. Putting the opposite arm on top, if you can remember. Breathe. This posture is really easy for some folks and really difficult for others. Remember to go to your level of comfort without the heat. Maybe you need to hold back just a little bit more than you would normally in a heated class. Remember, you're your best judge. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Using your elbows and shoulders, come up to the top of your mat and towel. Now release your knees. Maybe turn the opposite way. One side turn, one set turn one way, one set turn the other way. Breathe. Alrighty then, time for another sit-up. Flex your feet, arms above your head, inhale, coming up. Stretch up, touch your toes, exhale twice. Come around now. Sitting down close to the back of your mat and towel. For the next three postures of our animal series, we'll do one right after another. First up is half tortoise. If you have any back issues today, have your hands on your knees and slowly stretch forward. You'll end up as the same position as everyone else. Otherwise, inhale, arms up, palms together across your thumbs, stretch up, and slowly come forward. Try to keep your hips on your heels the whole time, and slowly come down. And stretching your fingertips toward the front of your room, hips toward your heels, allowing your spine once again to breathe, stretch. Exhale. Exhale. Change to the reverse. Arms down. Breathe. Come up on your knees now for camel. Separating them about hip width distance apart. Hands go to your back. Remember, if you have tight hips or tight shoulders, try not to grab your heels at first. Let your hips open up. Let your shoulders open up a little bit more so you can keep your hips and knees in one straight line. Stretch up, push hips forward, look across the ceiling. Find the back wall and breathe. Opening up your chest, elbows coming back together. Breathe. This is a fine and beautiful posture. Remember that grabbing your heels is just a counterbalance to keep you from slingshotting forward. Breathe. Change. Hands to back of the down at your feet. Now sit down. Breathe. Rabbit is up next. You can flip a towel to the back of your heels if you need it. Otherwise, hands back by your feet. Now stretch up. Tuck your chin into your chest. Round back into yourself. Bring your shoulders forward, your knees down to the floor. Get a good grip and lift your hips way in the air. Keeping the heels together if you can. Hips up. Change from the reverse. Come on up. Chin off your chest last. Turn around onto your backs. Or Savasana. Breathe. Let your belly rise and fall. Let's try another sit-up. Flex your feet, arms above your head. Inhale, come on up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now for the second set of our animals. Half tortoise. Inhale, arms up. Once again, palms together, cross your thumbs. Stretch up, and then slowly come forward. Stretching forward and stretching back, equal and simultaneously. Do try to keep your hips on your heels. As you stretch your fingertips toward the front of your room, palms together, just cross your thumbs lightly, creating space. Allowing your spine to breathe as you exhale. 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 Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Arms down. Breathe. Second set of camel. Come up on those knees. Separate them a little bit wider this second set if you can. Hands go to your back. Stretch up. Push hips forward. Look across the ceiling. Find the back wall. If you can keep your hips forward and you can reach your heels, please feel free to do so. Always opening up your hips, opening up your heart. Breathe. All back bends are heart opening. Postures are really, really good for you. A counter stretch to all the forwardness that we do in our daily lives, on our phones, at our computers. Breathe. Change so the reverse. Come on back up. Hands to your back. Sit down. Turn around. Maybe the opposite way. Or Savasana. Breathe. All righty. Time for another set. Flex your feet, arms above your head. Inhale, coming up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. All right. Time for a home stretch. In our home. Like a literal there. All right. Right leg out, sole of the foot on the right inner thigh. Remember, if you have any knee issues, you don't have to have that knee as high up on your inner thigh. Otherwise, inhale, arms up, stretch up, turn, twist, round down. Grabbing over the ball of your foot, bring your elbows down, and bring your foot to your knee. The more you can relax your shoulder blades behind you, your scapular bones, the more you may be able to bring your elbows down and bring your toes back to your face. As always, is a perfect practice for standing forward to knee without having to balance. Although mine wasn't very good today, I really enjoyed this stretch. Change to reverse, come on back up. Switch out your legs, left leg out, right leg in. Stretch up, turn, twist, round down. Once again, grabbing the ball of your foot, try to bring your toes back to your face, engaging that Achilles tendon, the hamstring, the plantar tendon. Stretch up and come down. Elbows down, forehead to knee. Exhale. Exhale. Change to reverse. Come on back up. Scoot up a little bit if you need to, and lie back. As soon as your shoulders in, come on up, stretch up, touch your toes, exhale twice. Now, as we do this, really try to practice on your form here. So put your stomach on your thighs, chest on your knees, and grab your big toes with the middle and index fingers. Now keep them there, and then just walk your hips back. One by one, hip by hip, and keep your stomach on your thighs, chest on your knees, and then stretch up out of your waist and pull forward. I don't know if you can see that, but my stomach is on my thighs, and my chest is on my knees, and my forehead is maybe on my shins. Exhale. If you're fortunate to have a long enough torso to leg combination, maybe your head will land up right on the top of your feet. Exhale and pull. Exhale and pull. And change with reverse. Come on back up. Turn around. And Savasana. Breathe. Just a couple more sit-ups. Flex your feet, arms up over your head. Inhale, come on up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Alrighty. Come around now. Our final posture is spine twist. Either keep your left leg extended if you have any knee or ankle issues, or left knee toward the front of your room, crossing the right ankle over the left knee corner. Right arm's really close behind you. Left arm's up, over and around. Use the elbow to push the knee back out of the way. Stretch up, turn, twist. Look over your right shoulder. If you can see from your sight line, should only be your left shoulder visible if you have a mirror in front of you. Stretch up, turn, twist. If you don't need the hand behind you, you can pick it up and put it on your inner thigh, and that way you can use your elbow to guide your shoulder, and your chin follows your shoulder around. Stretch up, turn, twist, and change. For the reverse, switch out your legs. Right leg forward or right knee forward, it doesn't matter. Left ankle's at that right knee corner. Left arm's really close behind you. Right arm up, over and around. Use the elbow to push the knee back out of the way. Two shoulders in one line. Stretch up, turn, twist, and look over your left shoulder. Stretch, turn, twist. Stretch, turn, twist. Stretch, turn, twist. Change to the reverse. Come all the way back around. Onto your backs for Savasana. Breathe. Last sit up, flex your feet, arms up over your head, and I'll come on up, stretch up, touch your toes, exhale twice. Come around now. It's our final breathing exercise. Kapalabhati breathing. Alrighty. Get your setup. If you have knee issues, you can sit cross-legged easy pose. Or knees, heels, toes all the way together. Start with your hands on your knees, straight spine if you can. Remember, it's all about your exhale, snapping your belly back to your spine. And let's begin. Make your lips swallow a couple times. Second set, just a little bit faster. And again. Beautiful job, everyone. Please turn around. Lie down on your back. The most important posture for you today is your final savasana, to allow your body to absorb everything you've just done with me here today. Close your eyes. You can put on some music and just try and float. If you still have any tightness anywhere in your body, maybe in your mind's eye, you can send an exhale breath right to that spot. Let your belly rise and fall. Breathe. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been my pleasure guiding you through a home practice today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I've been remiss in the last couple of segments that I've done. I have not said my catchphrase, which I end every class with. Last but not least, please don't forget to thank yourself. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening. Until we meet again, have a great evening. Bye-bye. Hi there, good afternoon, everyone. This is Alan once again from BeHot Yoga. I didn't expect to be here today, but I got the call and I set myself up and we'll just let everyone try to make their way to the spot that they normally practice in the afternoons. I was hoping for a change of venue today, but it's still only like high 50s, so I decided to once again do it inside. Let me go ahead and start my other feed. I hope you all are doing well. I know I'm getting a little bit antsy. I even went to the grocery store today with a mask, but I just kind of had to get out of the house. I've been walking every day, like 5 miles a day, but I really would like to get back into the hot room as soon as possible, and I hope that's coming very shortly. Otherwise, have you guys all situated? hope you have a beautiful class this afternoon. Alrighty, let's begin. Go ahead and place your fingers on the chin, thumbs touching your toe. And let's begin. Inhale. Taking it lots with the back of your toe, your elbows low to the ceiling. As you exhale, drop your head back, look across the ceiling. From one spot, you bring your hands together, wrists together, elbows touching all through chest. Inhale. Dragging lots of air over the back of your throat as your elbows float up to the ceiling. Hold it at the top. Now exhale. Making an Ajahasa, getting your ball there. You just again. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let your ribcage expand as it fills over there. Hold it at the top. And now exhale. And 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Exhale. And one nice full last deep breath. And exhale. Now relax your arm down by side. You can roll your shoulders around, loosen up maybe a little bit if you need to. Alrighty, let's start our posture this afternoon. Half moves up first. Inhaling arms up overhead sideways, circulation your fingers, releasing your index fingers, squeezing your thumb up on your thighs. Tuck your heels from behind. Push. And one nice index fingers so you can actually breathe. This is the first couple of postures. Just warming up our body, the lateral flexion of the spine. This time we're actually pull from the center of our body. Keep your chin up. Bring your body back just ever so slightly. And go to one more place if you can, so you can move more. And change. So we reverse back up to the center. After we head back, shake out your neck. Loosen it up a little bit. Now, our first back bend. Stretch way up out of your waist. Keep the leg near your spine. Now go back. First, try to make your arms as close here as possible. Then look for your back wall. Roll your stomach into the thighs toward the front of the room. And go back. Stretch back. Reach back. Look back. Change. From the reverse, go back up to the center. Suck in your stomach and slowly bend forward the legs. Bend your knees if you need to. Hands come to the floor. And walk it out. Hang here. Get your body moving. Loosen up whatever you need to. Roll up on your toes, squat a couple times. Drop it down. Grab your ankles, turn your body. Lift them up. And down. And look to the right. And you're on the top. This is the into your room. You want to come up here? Breathe. This is cat yoga. Maynard the yoga cat. And change from the First, relax, release, Savasana. Breathe. Ouch. Sometimes they start to tighten. Breathe. Second set. Can you let your fingers towards your bloody kneecap? Or your right knee back towards your shoulder. Tuck into your chin, elbows in close to your body. Toes back to your face. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Change the reverse. And move your left leg up. Exhale the arms to the side, down toward your shoulder. Breathe. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest and elbows in close to your body. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor too as you extend them. Palms together. A few more deep breaths. And now let's start the floor image. We're going to leave your poses up first. Inhale, bend your right knee up. Interlace your fingers towards your below kneecap. Pull your knee out to the side and down toward your shoulder or your rib cage. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest as you bring your elbows in close to your body. You want to extend that left leg, left toes back to your face. Exhale, pull and stretch. All right. Get your setup. If you have knee issues, you can sit cross-legged, easy pose. Or knees up. East. Please don't forget to thank yourself. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening. Until we meet again, have a great evening. Bye-bye.